Hey everyone, welcome back to Carrots and Olives. My name is Brittany and today I'm here to answer your questions about fit, sizes, and weight, and maybe some questions that you had and you actually didn't ask me in my last Hobonichi video. But yeah, we're going to do it today. I'm going to be looking at the A6 and the A5 and comparing them to all my covers that I own in those sizes and see how they fit. So to start off, what I have in front of you is pretty much the big things that I ordered from Hobonichi store. If you want to know more detail of that, please check out my Hobonichi video of what I purchased for 2024. So I have the Hon in the blue cover, and then I have my case here, which is really gorgeous. And you know, I'm actually surprised. I fit everything in here that doesn't fit in here. So pretty much everything I ordered, except like aside for some of the accessories, fits in here. So let's take a look at that. If you wanted to know what could fit in the drawer pouch, this is what could fit. I put things in here because I wanted to keep them close, but not like crowding my desk because I can't use these things until 2024, or at least till the end of 2023. I tried to see if I could fit them in here. So right now I could fit my A5 Hon. Okay, so I've been corrected. It's not Hon, it's Hon, I believe. So my A5 Hon, and that planner fits perfectly in here. And then I also put the A5 Techo Day Free in here in this like slip pocket on the side. So I could fit both of those in here. If you have an A6, you could definitely fit that in here. Even your Avex could fit in here as well. So this drawer pouch is pretty handy to fit even the A5 size. I have also my folders in here, and I'm really pleased with this. So I have put everything I could in here, and then my A6 is sitting right next to it. And what I do is have this in my acrylic box, which I can show you in this video. I'll add a clip. And yeah, I'm just going to keep it in there until it's time for me to use it. And I like how they all fit pretty nice and neat and not as crowded, and a pretty slim profile on my desk on the side. So enough of the drawer pouch. Many of you have asked about the weight. So let's talk about weight. I have a scale. Finally, I have a scale. This is actually a food scale, but it should still work. And I'm going to measure the weight of the A5 with the cover, with the plastic board. Oh, let's take off this board. All together. So 549 grams. Okay, so this is about 1 pound, 3 ounces. And let's check out the A6 Hon, or Hon. Since I have everything in here, let's just do the weight like this. So 12 ounces, 365 grams. So it's really like not that heavy since it's a hardcover notebook. Now let me take this out. Just the Hon and the writing board. 216 grams, which is 7 ounces. If I were to compare that to this is my current spring notebook with the writer board. And this is the original. 7.6 ounces. Okay, so they're running about the same, which is really interesting. 7.6 ounces, 7.6. Yeah, they're the same in weight. So there you go. I mean, if you've had an A6, any of the Techos before, then it's pretty comparable, if not the exact same. So with this A6 and this cover, it's about 9 ounces, which is about 254 grams. I think they're pretty comparable in size with just a regular Hobonichi. Now, it could be a little bit different because this is the fabric cover and I don't have the hard or the non-fabric Hon. Also, someone had asked if the covers are super hard or super stiff, if they're flexible. So here is the flexibility without me like really pushing it to try to fold it. I feel like it's flexible. Let's look at this one. So this is the current ones, how they are definitely more flexible. They could do this. You wouldn't want to do this with this book, but you could definitely kind of flex it a little bit. So it's not really like a stiff board. This fabric is very smooth. Obviously, Thai fabric is very smooth, and the color is vibrant. And I just really love this cover. Now, size. This is what I was concerned about, and whether or not the Hon would fit with the regular like A6 notebooks. So I always wanted to see any of the Techos lined up with the Hon, and this is what it looks like when it's flush. So there is about a couple of centimeters on top. Now, thickness, same thing. A couple of centimeters on the side as well. However, I'm finding that it fits in at least this blue cover. Let me show you how this one can fit. It slides in there nice and easily, but you could see how you have a couple of centimeters on top and on bottom, which is why my Hon fits in here well enough. It just takes a little bit more effort. It doesn't slide in as easily, but it still works. And it's not pinching. It's like a perfect fit. Okay, so let's check out what other notebook covers the Hon can fit in. So can it fit in this cover, which is one of the releases from the spring, but it's also being brought out for the fall. Can it fit in this cover? So no, it does not fit in this cover without you either stretching out this material, which is like a linen material, or maybe possibly damaging your Hon. So it does not fit. It's almost flush, and plus it wouldn't even cover all the way the notebook. So it definitely doesn't fit in here. This is more for the smaller book or the regular size Hobonichi Techo. Okay, what else? We have my Le Cow Lorite, which was a custom cover that I got. And this is the Techo from 2021. So if you have this type of cover, will it fit? No, it does not fit in here, at least not along this strap. Could it possibly fit on this string? Yes, it can. However, it does seem as though it's not really made for this. And it's kind of squished. It's a little bit tall. It's not going to work. Will it fit in the secretarial pocket here? It's kind of awkward, and it's also very tall. So no. So this is not a good fit for the Hon. Next, we have the Baum-Kuchen and Superior Labor collaboration. Will it fit in here? Right now, I have one of the A6 notebooks that you can also buy from Hobonichi or Amazon or any of the retailers that sell it. But you could see how there's a lot of space here and where the stitching is. No, this is not going to fit. It's just about, it reaches the top of the stitching here and the top of the stitching, or the bottom of the stitching here. So it will not fit in this notebook cover. Okay, next. This is my beloved Gillio, and it's the Appunto, A6 Appunto. Oh my gosh, I love this thing. And this is the year when I was doing a lot of stuff for my Patreon. Some writing and drawing and watercolor, all that. Okay, so this was from 2021. Let's see. Will it fit a Gillio? It does fit in a Gillio. Ooh, it looks really good, actually. Oh, okay. So this has been used and loved on. It fits. There is just a little bit of overhang here with the notebook. It might be a little bit difficult to see, but yeah, there's a little bit of overhang there. So, I mean, it's up to you. If that bothers you, then maybe this won't work out. Also, keep in mind that I've had this cover for about 5 years. It's really soft and has a beautiful patina. I even spilled water on it. You can kind of see that, but it's almost blended in now. And so it's worn in, which means it hugs the notebook really well. And it actually slid in there very easily. So for the most part, I store my notebooks in a case or in a cover of some sort until I want to use that cover, and then I just take the notebook out. Okay, a couple more. Other Hobonichi covers. So this was the cover from Mina Perhonen. I think it was called Memoria. And I have a cover on cover. And let's see if it fits. It looks like it can. It does. But I would say it's not comfortable because of the thickness of this cover here and how it's kind of off. So it's not centered on the spine, and that also makes the front cover not fold all the way across to make it level with the back cover. It's kind of off. So I don't think it would be a good fit. But if you do have a cover like this and you were, you know, you're on a tight budget, you can make it work, I think. This one is the Mina Perhonen Zip Around, and it's in the Woodbird Gray. Oh, I have pictures in here, but that's okay. So, can it fit? Wow, it fits in this very well. I use this for my 5-year, which also fit in here very well. And it will zip just fine. So you can fit your Hon in a zippered Mina Perhonen cover. Or I would say in any of the Hobonichi zippered covers. They kind of give you a lot of space. One more. I have this one. And this is the Roterfaden Taschenbinletter cover. This is the one that is in leather, and it has these clasps. So let's see if it fits. I'm just kind of measuring this out. So it's a bit tall. However, because you have these clips, you could just clip it in. Maybe. Ooh, it's going to be. Okay. Oh, not bad. However, it could be pulling on the spine a little bit over time. But this is really, this reminds me of a TN, because sometimes when you put a couple of thicker things in your TN notebook, you'll see a little bit of overhang of the book, but yet it still fits pretty flush and it folds pretty flush. That's what I'm getting from this. It's actually feels really good in the hands. I would actually use this in this way if I wanted to like switch out my notebooks and wanted to use something like the Roterfaden for a little while. I would use this. I think it works. Now that is pretty much all the covers I have for the A6. I do have VDS. However, VDS is customizable, so you could really adjust the size and let them know and order it to fit your Hon. Let's take a look now at the A5 size and see what could fit for A5. Oh, I must mention that my A6, I did not buy a plastic cover for the A6 because I wanted to be able to touch this one since it has a particular feel that I like. Considering that the cover here is adding an additional centimeter or two to the notebook, I would say this notebook wouldn't work with the cover on cover in any of those notebooks, because that is a lot of plastic to add to the edge. This notebook that fit in any of the ones that I showed were fitting almost perfectly, if not tight. So adding in another centimeter would probably do a little bit, will go a little bit overboard and not fit. Okay, so this is the A5. The first thing I want to see if it fits is in the Superior Labor leather cover. This is the Superior Labor. Is this a collaboration with Baum-Kuchen? No, because these are sold at all the shops. Okay, so this was one of my biggest Hobonichis. Someone asked if I was worried about the bulk. I've been in A5 Hobonichi for a couple years. I have a few of these that are stuffed, and not once have the spine failed on me or anything like that. It was just fine. So I'm not really concerned about the hardcover. I'm hopeful that it would just hold up very well. So, so this Hobonichi Techo from 2021 does fit with the cover on cover, the plastic sleeve. Let's see if the Hon will fit. It does not fit with the cover on cover. So, and I feel like that's going to be the same with most of my covers. So let's just do it without the cover on cover and see if it fits. So it looks like the Hon it does fit. I was thinking it wouldn't fit, but this is almost a little tight. You can see how it lifts up when it's rested, and that's just because it's a little tight just by a hair. So this is leather. It will stretch. I know it will, and it will just be fine over probably maybe a week or two, and it would be normal, and it would probably sit more flush the more you use it. So this does work. It is really to the brim. It's not like, I don't think there's any room to add anything else. If you have like a booklet or anything additional you want to add, I don't think it will fit. Okay, so that took a minute to get off because I pushed it in here to the edge. It just took a minute. So keep that in mind. It's not like, if you're going to put it in something like this, I would only do it if you are sure that you won't be taking it in and out too often, because it would be very time consuming. This is just an off-brand that I got from, I think it was from Etsy. It is an A5 size notebook. And it will fit, but it's going to be tight. Let me see if it will fit by the spine. Yes. So this would fit as well, but it's just tight fit, and I am not going to put it in there because it'll take me forever to get it out. Let's see if it fits in a Moterm. Okay. It does not, because the book is too thick and there is not enough room for it to fold over in half. But it does slip in pretty easily. I have a Lorton & Horn leather zip cover. this will definitely fit. Even if you don't want it to fit in the back pocket, it will definitely fit in this notebook zip cover. Now, if you had bulk, that could be a different issue. So this is the slip pocket. It would fit in here. And so that is a yes. Just a few more. I have a Gillio Appunto. And let's see. It does fit. Yep. Awesome. So it does fit in your Gillio Appunto. Now, there is some thickness. It might need some time to adjust to the thickness of the spine, but I feel like even though it doesn't line up, I don't see the cover if I don't put it in here. And I feel like it works just fine. In my pouch, I also have an A5 Sojourner. Now, Sojourner really makes their leather covers fit to the T. So it is a customizable option, or there is a customizable option with their site. You just have to reach out to them. But for their basic general A5 sizes, it does not fit in the sleeve. What else? I have a Chic Sparrow. I don't think they have this option anymore, but they do have folios. And if you did buy this option, let's see if it fits. It does slide in pretty easily. However, there's just not enough leather to go around. So it sticks out. The cover can't fold over all the way. So I'm not sure if Jennifer Harvey actually has covers suitable for the Hon yet, but I feel like maybe that would be something that would be in the near future. Okay, so this is also a Moterm, yes. And this is the A5. I think it's an apricot color. Whoa, it fits. And there's two poppers, so if it gets chunky, you'd be able to accommodate that by, oh, I wonder, will it fit with the cover on cover, the plastic cover? Because that slipped in there very easily. I can just probably check putting this in. So it looks like it will not fit. Yeah, I guess I could make it fit, but it would start pulling at the stitching, so I won't do that. But it does fit the Moterm. I guess this is the larger Moterm because it didn't fit the croc. I don't know if they changed it. Did they change the size and give it more space? Because this is different Moterm. So this is the apricot, I think is the color, and that one is bigger. Yep. You can see it's bigger in size than the crocodile. Okay, so I also have the Wuzhi notebook insert or notebook cover. This is my Hobo from 2022. I did the Avec, which worked out okay, but I kind of missed out on the opportunity to have the super stuffed notebook. And this one does not really fit very well, so that would need a customization. I'm not quite sure if this brand does do the customizations, but it does fit an Avec and a full Hobonichi very well. What about a Galen leather zip? So right now I have my notebook I didn't get to use. Makes me so sad. Okay, so will it fit? Let's see. Might have to take out the board. And wow, this fits really well. That is a nice fit. And it like has the curved corners, so it doesn't fit too awkwardly, which is nice. That has the curved corners, and it just makes the book feel whole. Actually, it's actually really, it feels good in the hands when it's zipped up. So that might be a really nice option down the line. And this is another Lacao Lorite, and this was the Thinking of You planner. I love the inside of this. And this one was kind of big. I think he cut it a little bit tall. So it's going to, it will fit, but I have to really crank it in there because it's right on the edge, but it will fit in there without, I think, without messing with the stitching. I think it would be actually pretty tight fit, but a good fit. Let's see if it would close. Yes, so this one he made a little bit big, and it actually would close just fine on this notebook with the thickness. All right, so that really completes my little try-on outfit changes for the Hobonichi Hons. I think it's very important because these are things I wanted others to be able to show me before I pulled the trigger on this, but I decided to do it anyway because I felt like, well, if it doesn't fit, I could either find a maker that will make one for me in the size I need it, for instance, Sojourner or VDS, or I could just use it as is with the plastic cover because it is a hardcover and meant to be used without a cover. So let me just take a look at an older Hobonichi. So the height is not too far off, actually. But it's kind of hard for me to tell with the width because the notebook is so big. I do feel that it probably would be a little bit thinner than the book, the hard book. Okay, So if there are more questions, please put them in the comments. Maybe I can show you in another video if there are more questions about it. I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you did, make sure to give me a thumbs up and to subscribe if you haven't already. And I will catch you in the next video. Bye.